Okay, here's one of my worst takes, or least popular. I don't think it's a bad take. It's just how I feel. It's not a bad take if you're just being honest about how you feel. I'm done with Stanley Cup overtime playoff hockey. I've
Completely.
said this before.
No overtime.
I'm over it.
Not even one overtime.
So listen, now you're expecting me to argue for them to ban it. They're not going to ban it. I'm just telling you how I feel. Okay, so I'm not into some sort of sports debate here. I mean, we can, but all I'm going to be doing is telling you why I like it or don't like it.
I'm just clarifying what done with overtime means.
I mean, I'm over it. It's sort of like saying I'm over going to movies. I'm over the experience.
Okay.
Meaning, I don't enjoy it anymore.
More.
Okay.
What? Why? What do you want? What do you like?
Okay. I just don't like, first of all, I hate the premise of playing all night. I think that's categorically stupid.
Okay.
And that's where I started, Mark.
Yep.
I think some of these, and I felt we were headed there last night, that we were going to get one of these game one triple overtime.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there saying, "What? You've got 7 games to figure this out. You don't need to play a 4-hour game one to figure out who takes game one. That's stupid." And I've seen it before where game ones go into double, triple overtime, and it hurts the series. The guys get completely gassed. 2 nights later, they're back on the ice. It happened to the Bruins in 13. I'm not blaming
we were
them.
there.
I'm not blaming them. But it's like, I remember that game in 2013. The first couple periods are skating through sand. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's such a war to begin with these guys. 4 times 7. And so now you got 7 more to determine. You got game one. We're going to sit here till 3 in the morning waiting for a puck to bounce off someone's ass. Okay, so we didn't get that last night. But then I'm stuck with that second thing. Oh, so this is just going to get determined because the puck's going to bounce off someone's ass. And let's face it, that's how the vast majority of them end.
Yep.
Last night was a clean, good goal, but it was kind of fluky because Dopey Nosek threw the puck over the boards and Edmonton had a power play. So it was kind of fluky there that they had a man advantage in overtime because there was a penalty that you have to call because it goes over the boards. So Mark, I don't like, there's no other sudden death in any other sports. And it's usually some form of luck. And if it's my team, it's not enjoyable. You're just sitting there waiting for the soul-crushing defeat. You're just sitting there waiting. How am I going to get boned? It's coming. It happened to Team USA here in the Four Nations. It's like, I know I'm about to get boned. And you're just sitting there waiting to get it rammed down your throat or up your other orifice. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like the feeling. I don't enjoy it. And I also, again, this is just my opinion. I'm not telling you to change your mind. Because I'm not going to get in some sports debate on this. You can call me up and tell me I suck. But I'm not going to argue with it. It's just how I feel. I think it's a little unfair. Because it's like, it's the vast majority of times it's some sort of fluke. And it happens immediately. And immediately you get something shoved up your backside. It's like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying it. What do I want, Mark?
Yes. What?
A timed period, a short timed period. And I'd say the same thing in football. They gotten away. No, it's still sudden death, but the other team gets a crack at it. So it's not really like what it used to be. But Belichick used to propose this in football. Non-sudden death overtime. Make it a 7.5-minute period and play out the 7.5 minutes. And let me tell you, what I do enjoy, and I do think is the best part of sports, is playing against the clock. Like that, to me, is the best stuff. In football, timeouts, 4-minute drive, 2-minute drive, 10 seconds left, 2 plays left. How do you manage the clock? In basketball, they've taken it way too far. Like it's gotten stupid. But still, basketball up against the clock. Timeout, last second shot. What's the strategy of the fouls and the timeouts and the shot? And like that against the clock, to me, is the best stuff. And so in hockey, you pull the goalie and guys are falling all over each other, tripping over each other, and piles of humanity in front of the net, trying to get that frantic game-tying goal with the goalie pulled, I think is the best stuff in the sport. What I would do, 3-on-3, 5-minute timed overtime, non-sudden death play. And team scores a goal. The other team's got whatever that's left. 2 minutes, 3 minutes left to try and tie it. The goalie gets pulled. We have those amazing, frantic last minute with the goalie pulled. And that's what I would do. I am done. I'm over as a sports fan. Sudden death hockey. It doesn't do it for me anymore. I don't like it.
Okay, so look again. I can't tell you apparently how to feel.
That's exactly right.
So
Some people like strawberry ice cream. Some people like vanilla.
But what I will tell you, the part of it that I agree with you on is the 3 overtime game. Those things are ridiculous. And again, you mentioned game 1 in 2013. We were in the building for that. We did the show that day in Chicago, and the whole show went to. And I remember
They were like 2 in the morning.
Right,
Or something stupid.
No, we all took a cab back to the hotel and said, we'll meet you in the lobby in an hour because we got to go to the airport.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Because we had to fly back and do the next day's show. So, like, and it's not just about getting in the cab and going to the airport and all that. People watching the game have to go to work the next day. There's all that stuff. So I think that gets ridiculous.
Well,
do.
It's not just a viewer, which I think there's definitely a little bit of a tune-out as a viewer. It's like, I hear people say, oh, this is great. This is what. Now, be honest. You're kind of looking at the clock and saying, all right, how long are we going to do this for?
Exactly.
Because the quality of the play definitely goes down.
It deteriorates as the night goes on.
When you get into that second, third period, it gets really choppy. And so that whole thing I am really opposed to, and I think they should change that. But then I've just taken it one step further, Dondero. I don't enjoy the experience of sudden death. All of a sudden, it's over. It's over. That's it. It's over.
Man.
There's no buildup. It's just all of a sudden, oh, I got it. Oh, God damn it. And then that's it. It's like, I don't know. It's too quick. It's too quick. It's too sudden. I don't like sudden death.
I think that's not a bad take. I think that's a horrendous take. I mean, I don't know what you're looking with 3-on-3 patty cake mini 1-on-1 like we used to do in the mites. No, in the NHL playoffs, I don't care. I mean, yes, it might affect the games going forward. The buildup is leading into the sudden death period as I'm bracing for the sudden death, the end of the season, or especially if it was in an elimination game, but just the end of the game. Like, I love that. Any play. I mean, don't you remember 2009 BU? Your Terriers and how they won that national championship is the weirdest bounce I've ever seen. That's heartbreaking.
They pulled their goalie with 2 minutes left.
It was crazy.
It was pulling the goalie thing. Or was that 2015? Whatever year that was.
2009 in overtime and sudden death. It bounced up. It was like
I remember. It was a total joke.
Joke. I don't care. I love the pressure. That would be minimizing the pressure. I would feel less pressure as a player if I knew it was 3-on-3 and I had a chance. Even if they scored, I had a little time. We could pull the goalie and we could do this. Absolutely not. And if I had to continue to watch that, if it stayed tied, hell no. I want the pressure of a real hockey. I can't believe I heard you say
too much
this.
pressure.
I can't believe
I
this.
can't handle the pressure.
Oh, my God.
It's too much pressure.
When they went to Game 7 in 2019,
I wanted to throw up.
Oh, I loved it. I mean,
and so did everyone in the building. I was there. Were you in that building?
No.
Oh, my God.
Which year?
2019 Game 7. It didn't go to overtime,
Didn't go to
obviously.
overtime.
But the feeling in that building when you didn't score in those first couple minutes, the first half of the first period, when you had those scoring chances, oh, my goodness. People were, it was about to be a vomitorium. People were, you hadn't even gone down yet. Sick to your stomach. It's not fun.
And I know you're saying
I can't handle the pressure.
The clock management, and the goalie being pulled, and that's exciting and all that. But it's not like in the NFL where clock management is a huge part of the end of the game. It's the hockey.
I know.
So I couldn't disagree more. I hate the take. I just feel like that's such an exciting part. I'd rather go to, you know what I'd rather do than do what you said? I'd rather have a shootout. I'd rather go to I love shootouts.
Me too.
I'd rather go to a shootout and end it there.
Me too.
Okay. So
but the 3-on-3 is fabulous. What do you?
I like in the regular season. It's fine.
No.
There's some open ice.
It's
great.
I
want full strength. I want real hockey, and I want it to end the second. I mean, how many games did we see against the Carolina Hurricanes where one stupid goal ended the Bruins season? Devastating, but applicable to that situation. I love it.
I can't handle it
I
anymore.
love it.
I can't handle it.
I love it.
I've gotten too soft. I can't do it anymore.
I like sudden death.
I hate it.
Yep.
I do. I like it. Just think of what you wouldn't have without sudden death. You wouldn't have Bergeron, or Nathan Horton against Montreal.
Horton against Montreal.
You wouldn't have any of that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had Guy Lafleur scored in 79. That went to overtime. You got
it goes
boned.
both ways.
Who scored that one in 79?
So what, you're afraid to lose?
Yep. 100%. Yeah, it is. It's what it is.
You're gutless.
I am. I'm gutless. I'm soft. I've outgrown it, or I've gotten gun shy about it. I don't like it.
What are you talking about?
like
Like people looking at the clock, being like, "When is this going to end?"
No, it's a 5-minute period. Hi-ho. So it's like it's broken up. You're not sitting there all night. 3-on-3, the puck goes in the net.
Yeah,
most of the time, right? But I'm not opposed to a shootout either. I'm not this country's the only one that says sit here and play all night. The pushback that baseball, you people push back on baseball with the ghost runner. Like, well, it's not baseball. I'm like,
it's
yeah,
one of the greatest inventions ever.
Exactly. It's not baseball. It's so much better. Yeah, it's not baseball. 3-on-3 is not hockey. Yeah, exactly. Triple overtime, 20-minute 5-on-5 hockey until 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, even in the Stanley Cup playoffs, is stupid.
I'll meet you at 4-on-4.
It's stupid.
I'm not going to 3-on-3.
In the Olympics, they go to 4-on-4. The World Championship, which the United States just won in sudden death overtime. I could have done without the sudden death overtime, but they go right to 3-on-3. Because you know why? We're not going to sit here all night, fellas. I think it was 0-0 even. It's like, we got to sit. What? We're going to play 20 minutes, 5-on-5 to watch you guys skate around and not score? No, we're not. No, we're not. Take guys off the ice, 3-on-3. Let's go.
I'm fascinated how a team, though, after the emotional letdown of losing and sudden death, bounces back. That's also part of the story. There's so many good things about it, and I'm not on your side at all.
Because you know what happened after that triple overtime game against Chicago that the Bruins lost
Bruins
in
won
2013?
game 2 in overtime.
Yep, Daniel Paille.
Right off the bar, right off the post. But either
Daniel
way.
Paille on the left side.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Bruins analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.